Hey there, folks. How you doing? I'm live. It's been a little while, especially for Beam. So it's update day. It's update day, and I wasn't I was expecting it, but we didn't know when it was going to come. Weren't sure what was going to happen. It came out this morning, and better than that, RLS came out like within an hour. Like within an hour, we've got a beta and the Patreon bronze. Just Tristan and Raceless, absolute madmen, complete geniuses getting all that done so quickly. But it's not perfect because it is a fresh update. There's too many things to test in such a short time, so it's out to bronze. You guys in bronze, get it tested, let us know your issues, and then we'll get it out to public as soon as we possibly can. But you might have seen in the thumbnail, I built this thing, which is just mad. Absolutely mad. We have a Grand Marshal limo, and it's sick. Look at it. Like, how cool is this thing? Like, come on, let's get a look about inside of it, right? This TV, every time you spawn the car... this is yeah, okay, there's an exhaust coming through, so don't burn your legs. But every time you spawn the car, this TV will give you another, like, remake of an old movie. So this one... I'm not sure what this one is. Yeah, I'm really not sure what this one is. But yeah, there's ones from, like, Knight Rider or The Italian Job, French Connection, like, all these amazing, famous chase scenes. But yeah, we're actually currently in a career. We're in my test save. Because we did a bit of testing as soon as the update came out before we put it into bronze. Fixed a couple of things really last minute. And we're going to run this down this track. So I can show you guys that it's not just made for the thumbnail. This thing actually hauls ass. There we go. Oh, I didn't get a time slip. What happened? No. Oh, do you know what's wrong? Do you know what's wrong? I put in our latest career file, but then I didn't actually load the mod. That's my fault. So I'm technically doing this on vanilla career right now. Wait, mod manager. RLS. RLS, that's race tab. Yeah, it's not initialized the mod in. So what we're gonna do is quickly check my mod folder. Yep. That's my fault. I downloaded the new file, but I didn't actually place it into my mods folder. So that's now done. The game appears to have freaked out, which is valid. That's fair. But yeah, Mick's smart. Hey Shifty, how you doing, bud? I'm good. How's you doing? My day is a hell of a lot better now that we've got 037. That's fun. That's really fun. It's less better now that the game's freaked out. Oh. Hey, RLS Career Overhaul. Hell yeah. I'm wondering, do I need to kill this or is it going to sort itself out? I shouldn't be modding career whilst in career is effectively the problem here. Let's head into a free roam. Right, we'll head into a free roam. Just to let it work itself out. Right? Just to let it breathe. Day one issues, live streaming, last minute idea, like, you know, bear with me guys, bear with me. This is how it goes. This is all part of the master plan. Stay locked in, boys. Right, so repository, mod manager, RLS, Career Overhaul 2.5 Alpha. Fantastic. Career, staff test. Come on. Come on. Don't break down on me here. Don't break down on me. Yep, we're moving. There's movement. There's movement. We're happy, guys. We're happy. Beam's doing Beam things. But for now, it's alive. But yeah, since the update literally dropped like an hour or so ago, we've been hard testing RLS. We've been looking at the features ourselves because not all of us at RLS get access to the pre-release. So that's definitely a problem. So we had to basically wait for the update to drop so that a bunch of us could actually get on to test it quickly. And then started just looking at the other features that have came out. I'm gonna career your career so you can career while you career. This is it, dude. This is it. This is the career inception that is required in this day and age. Damn, this is taking a minute. It's taking a minute and a half. Check this out. But yeah, so beamng have not got their update out yet, but judging by the last few updates, the guys won't be far behind. They'll have their update out at some point, hopefully in the next hour or so. And if they bring it out whilst we're on stream, we'll get into a lobby. We'll get into one of the RLS lobbies. Hopefully we'll have a few friends show up. And we can maybe do some limo racing or something silly just to have a little bit of fun and celebrate 037. So, yeah, it's all this stream. There's no structure to it. I'm just going to do what I want when I want. We might start my new career season as part of this. I did not restart after activating the mod ShiftTab. This is what I'm thinking is maybe not the best idea. Tell you what, I'm going to throw you guys to the BRB screen. I'm going to kill the game and reload it. Because I have severely upset it by making changes to career whilst in career. That was not smart. I panicked. I'm an imperfect man in a imperfect world doing imperfect things. So bear with me for 2 minutes. Doom beam done. Okay, now I also got a new cable for my headphones so that hopefully these don't die. However, the cable doesn't fit in to the molding of these headphones very well. So I'm going to see if I can just... Nah, that's not going to work. So I need to use the old cable, which is a little bit sketchy and kind of sometimes gives power, sometimes doesn't. I was trying to be more prepared than this, but yeah, is what it is. There we go. Battery is charging. Beam is loading. I can probably bring you guys back to Beam. Although, image, not happy. Image, now happy. Excellent. Okay. Everything's dynamic today, guys. Everything's dynamic. Don't hold your hopes up for anything specific. Right, career, staff test. This is the one that I have the limo in it. But yeah, I don't know if you guys will have seen it yet because it's all happening right now and everyone's a little bit all over the place. But Raceless and ShiftTab, I've got their video out on the Raceless channel. It looks absolutely fantastic. Their 037 announcement trailer looks really good. I found the intro really funny. I had the pleasure of seeing it before it went out, and I think they kind of judged by my laughter at it that it was probably going to be a good one. But yeah, definitely go and show that some love because it's an absolute banger of a video, and I believe it was the second 037 video to reach the public. So mad respect to the team. Obviously, for me in the UK, it's like 1 PM. So I've been up and I'm showered, I'm dressed, and you know I've had a nice wee morning. But for the Americans, they got up at like silly o'clock to try and get prepped and ready for this happening. Yeah, mad respect to them. I must also say, yeah, obviously the limo, which is mad, does still have a full interior and it runs 60s. So I'm pretty proud of it. Pretty damn proud of it. But I think this is something that, let's be honest, no one really asked for a Grand Marshal limo. The Windsors just came out, which is basically just a Grand Marshal with a few changes. And that has a limo variant, and it's all fun, and it's cool, and it's cute and stuff. But now that I'm actually driving it, now that I have a limo in the game, I am very happy. I do actually really like it. I'm happy they've done it. This is cool. This is cool. There's another few things that they've added in that I think are more, you know, you'll maybe play with them once or twice and then kind of forget they're there. But, you know, as a sandbox game, I understand that they are adding in props for sandbox scenarios, but, you know, the only thing that actually holds any substance to me really are the UI changes, which we'll get to, and my 6-second drag limo. Boom. 686 at 208, and this thing weighs 2,800 kilos. Absolute monster. And because it weighs almost 3 tons, it really struggles to stop. But look, you can see one of the new features, which is brake glow. That is not a mod. That is now absolutely vanilla. Very cool. Limo looking sick, my guy. Hell yeah. How many seats does this have for taxi rams? I can't believe I didn't think of checking that. Let's have a look. 5. Okay, okay. I mean, would have been nice if it was a couple more, but 5, I guess. Sure. Not bad. Not bad. Maybe, I wonder if there's something that we can do in the Career Overhaul mod to maybe up that a little bit, because the H series kind of limo interior that the RaceTab mods add brings it up to like 9, which is probably more accurate to how many people you would fit into this. So maybe we could work on that, because 5 seems a little bit of a disappointment, I'll be honest with you. But yes, as Guilty Gaming Squad says, it looks sick, it goes well, it's impressive for being 3 tons and having a wheelbase that's so long that you can't really put any of the weight over to the rear. But yeah, this is the new limo, guys. This is a new limo. I did build a drift one, but that is actually this exact car, because I turned the drift one into the drag one. But we can maybe take a look at some of the other stuff. Oh, actually, no, my favourite thing, my favourite UI change, you can already see on the screen. Look at the mini-map. How pretty is that? It looks so much better. And if you get into a police chase, it flashes with like green, blue and red, so that you can like see that you're in a police chase, which I think is pretty damn cool. I think we can squeeze more than 5 in there. Yeah, I would say so. I'd say you could probably fit a few more into this than 5. That's for sure. But you know, whatever, is what it is. And I'll maybe float the idea to the guys that we give it a few more seats, because it deserves it. It definitely deserves it. But what was I going to say? Yeah, the mini map, very, very cool, very cool. Way nicer than the standard navigation map that we had, which kind of sucked. The only thing is, it does disappear whenever there's like another UI object on the screen. So, you know, is what it is. But let's see if there's anything else cool. Can we have a look for there's the MD SWAT van, I think, is new as well. There's none of them for sale right now. That's killed the Noodlebug. That's fun, isn't it? That is fun. I have the full collection on, which, you know, there might be some broken stuff because it's update day. Stuff breaks, so there's a chance that buying a certain car could crash the game, brick the file. These are all things that we need to learn. MD SWAT van isn't new. Okay, I just missed it from the last one then. Yeah, really? Okay, so the Grand Marshal limo is really the only new car. But I suppose we have done a whole bunch of RLS updates anyway, so I guess maybe the best way to show that would be to start a fresh career. What do we think? Do we want to do that? Do we want to start a fresh career? Or do we want to go into a free roam session and we can mess with stuff like the car trampoline? Or the big trailer that's got the big silly spinny thing? Or any of that fun stuff? What would you rather do? We mess around in free roam or we start a fresh career? What does chat think? When MP comes up, we'll maybe get some friends and have some fun there, but for now, we need to entertain ourselves. Ooh, a red tail wagon. That's sick. That's super cool. Updated I-Series textures and suspension geometry. Minimar got an engine retexture and buff too. Very cool. Okay. Well, an I-Series. I don't usually need an excuse to buy an I-Series. I just love it. So let's take a quick look. I-Series. What do we think? Do we do the Joe's Junk one or do we buy the nice one? We'll get the wagon. We want the wagon. The wagon's cooler. Okay. So we need to wait for that to arrive. 45 seconds. We can actually list this for sale. Don't need that. That was part of my testing. Yeah, that's what I thought as well, ShiftTab. Let's see if the wagon's broken or not. Since that is an external mod. I'll be janking that updated Minimar engine. I'm not even sure I know what that means. I'm not sure I want to know what that means. But we move. We roll. Three, two, one. Retrieve. Okay. Okay, so it has the look at the sun visors and the windscreen. Okay, yeah, so this is a mod that has suffered. This has suffered consequences. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Okay, well, we're gonna move it forward so that we have light on it. The doors opening up is a known bug. That is a known issue. There is a way to fix it by replacing the doors with a different type of door. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, that's... Ooh, V8 specific. Okay. What V8s have we got? 500 cubic, a 6-litre diesel V8. Oh, well. You know, now that you mention it, that was a bad noise. Okay. By exhaust. Ooh. Helicopter, helicopter. Okay, right. Ultra heavy duty long block. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna keep happening. Let's just see about that. Diesel exhaust to a V8 exhaust. Tight. Okay, right. We have worked that one out. Adjustable. No, I don't think we need an adjustable race ECU on a V8. I think we should make this into a towing machine, Shouldn't we? Because it's diesel, so surely that's the logical thing. Make it tow. Yeah, we'll make this thing a really sick diesel tow rig. Right, so no, we don't want stop, we want race oil pan. And we want, didn't save, race oil pan. And then 6-speed diesel automatic V8 transmission. Excellent. At least that'll know when to shift and stuff. That'll be good. Should we do all-wheel drive? Yes. We'll do all-wheel drive, right? And, ooh. I mean, I quite like that. Per tuned exhaust. That's sick. Let's do a full per body kit, right? Because the per stuff's awesome. I don't think we need per electronics. We'll do a locking diff while we're here. Do you know what? We'll wait because we need to go through all that stuff anyway. But a hood. Do we need a diesel cup? No, everything fits. So we'll do the per vented hood. Nope, for some reason that doesn't like... Ooh, that's sunk in there. Interestingly, that's not going to work. Diesel cut exhaust hood. See, that is making an allowance for that, but the standard hood didn't break. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave the standard hood on then. That's a shame. Strut bar, transfer case. I thought there was like per body kits and stuff for this. I think we'll definitely do the per wheels. I think the lightweight doors are what fixes these. We're gonna do the lightweight front. This front fenders. We'll do a big speed kit then, because big speed is awesome. Nope, that one did not work. Is it the wife strength one that works over this side? Yes, it is. Excellent. Getting offers on our H series. Very cool. Very good. We're on to suspension. Nope, nope, nope. Up here. Bigsby. Oh, we'll do vented. I like the vented. Hell yeah. Double check we haven't missed anything because we were searching through the stuff. Fender flares, we forgot those. And this side too. Okay, close all the stuff that we're done with. Okay, suspension, right. This stuff I know and understand, right? So if we're going to be towing, we're going to want really good brakes. Really good brakes. We'll just go full race. It'll take a minute to get them heated up, but at least they won't overheat. We're going to want racing limited slip with... probably don't need super short diffs. 3.25 will probably work. Can we do drag half shafts? Nope. Front spindles, nothing to change. Front struts. What do we want to do? We definitely don't want to do lifted. Do we do full race? Do we just make this thing look rad? Yeah, let's make this thing look cool. Right. Front sway bar. We'll just do sport. Sometimes with the front sway bar too tight, you lose a lot of grip up front. It's weird. Let's do the per wheels though, because the per wheels are pretty... per front wheels. Ooh, they're maybe a little too big, but it might just be the tire that's too big. Let's see if we can put a lower profile tire on it. Nah, they're still too big, aren't they? Yeah, we'll go down a size. We'll go per... So 18 by 10, 18 by 8 front wheels. Yeah, that's way more appropriate. Actually, no, let's go down to 17s because we want to technically do square stance, don't we? Because it's all-wheel drive. So we need everything to match up. So let's do 2, 4, 5, 40. Yeah. Okay, and I can fix the rest with just stance tuning. Strengthened quick ratio steering box. Okay. Fun. Don't really care about power steering, but while we're here and while we are rich, we're going to do it. Electronics are only needed for the power all-wheel drive. Fair. Fair. Okay, so fuel tank, we'll need to switch to a diesel fuel tank. And the grill. Nothing to do there, but can we remove the... Ooh, we can do the per badge. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? What about the alternative? No, that's way too low, but if it's on the side, it looks purpose. Okay, yeah. Looks on purpose. Nice. Headlight wipers, baller. We've already done hood. We decided to leave that because it's broken. Interior. Do you know what? We'll leave the interior. The interior's sick. I do like that look. V8 oil cooler. Okay. And ultra high performance V8 radiator. Excellent. Rear bumper to Bigsby. Bigsby. Rear fender flares to Bigsby. And rear left door. Anything to change in there? Wife strength or lightweight. Hold on. Are the rear doors actually closed? Not quite. Okay, so they do need to be changed to something that works. Wife strength. Am I looking on the... I'm looking at the wrong door. Lightweight. Okay, lightweight works. And for the other one, we will do lightweight. Yep, sweet. And suspension. Don't really need drag suspension for this. We'll just stick to the good stuff. This is, again, all testing because there's so many mods installed. We want to know what works, what doesn't work, and what needs to be changed or removed. But I'm excited to drive a V8 diesel. Oh, look at that. Through the windows, you can't see the interior panels. That's weird. Oh, look, the entire... Yeah, okay. That's weird. Kind of wish I hadn't noticed that now. Yeah, hold on, look. The whole chassis is invisible. Wait. Am I in a modded chassis? I don't think so. Unibody V8 specific, I am. So if I fit that... That fixed it. Okay. That fixed it. But it has broken the front doors. Or at least this right front door. Is that one broken? No, that one's good. And that's the lightweight door. So this one, if we switch to lightweight. Nope, still broken. Normal. Excellent. This is just how modding alpha games is. Fun. Okay. Did that remove our V8 diesel? I'll be upset if it did. No, it didn't. Sweet. Okay. Right, back to rear suspension. Rear drive shaft. No drag option. Rear struts. We said race, didn't we? I mean, we could do air. Should we air this thing out? Yeah, we'll air this thing out. That makes so much sense. Why wouldn't we have done that? Why wouldn't we have done that? Where's the front? Front. Air. All this looks good. We'll do the TT Sport sway bar like we did in the front, so it's even. And then we need to remember what wheels we bought for the front. They were per 17x9s, weren't they? Yes. And it's on Sports 40s. Sweet. And don't need a roll cage. Side skid plates, don't need any of that. Side skirts, Bigsby. And tail lights trim, Bigsby. And on the trunk, is there other? Nah. Window spoiler. Hell yeah. Very good, very nice. Trunk accessory, I guess, is where we'll find our per spoiler. Which... well, that looks terrible. That's not worked. I think that does look better. That's the best one so far. What about the Group A? What does the Group A look like? Yeah, it looks like crap. The Brigsby one. Do we do Brigsby? No. I think we go for just spoiler. Yeah. We're doing that. Can we change the ETK logo to... oh, the per stop light logo. This is so cool. Oh no, it's broken. It's broken by 37. No. Oh, I loved that. It was so cool. It lit up when you press the brakes. It was sick, and now it's not. Okay, we'll just put the ETK one on. Okay, so tow hitch. Sweet. Okay, purchase. Using air in the new suspension geometry is brave. You know me, brother. You know me. Right. We're going to leave the front reasonably loose. We're going to tighten up the rear so that we have traction. Nope, that's the front. No. Right, we're going to lock the center diff so that we always know how the power is going to react, and then we're going to stiffen up the rear a little bit. Turbo boost pressure 45 psi. We don't really need to reek this thing out. We'll do a little bit of reek, but we're not going to go crazy, okay? We probably need to... you know what? We'll leave the suspension. We'll just do alignment for now, because we're going to be airing it up and down, aren't we? So at driving stance, which probably what we are at right now, we have slightly negative up front, which is fine, I guess. We do want to bring out the offsets. we're going to need to raise the PSIs for the extra pressure that is going to be on the car. Ooh, that rear is pretty perfect. The front needs to come out a little bit more. Nice. Okay. Purchase. Now, can anyone tell me the buttons for the air right? Because I don't know them. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on. It tells me. Right, page up. Page down. Oh, it is working. It is working. Please do not tell me I need to do it corner by corner, though. Really? Right, delete. For lift up the front right. End for put down. Oh, these buttons are terrible. Buttons are absolutely awful. Hold on. And then it's control. Okay, that's too low. Too low, too low, too low, too low, too low. Okay. Could do with a little bit more stancy camber, but looks alright so far. Looks fine for now. I really wish I had a better up and down control than that. I don't know why I need to do it by corner. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of reek. And why is it coming from the front? Oh. Something's unhappy. And the steering appears to have broken. Can't steer. Sounds sick, though. Yeah, this thing's very broken. We have successfully managed to do a 180. Let down. Okay, right. Let's see if it's because we bought the wrong steering rack. Steering. Let's just do a normal steering rack, right? Not gonna mess anything with it. What else? Exhaust. What's going on with the exhaust and why is it doing weird things? So, exhaust manifolds. V8 exhaust. Diesel exhaust. I think that's the one that was breaking off, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, I think it was. High performance V8 diesel exhaust. That's surely the right one. Nope. Nope, that broke too. So just V8 exhaust. That's the only one that seems to work. Exhaust, maybe the perchined one's the wrong one. Is there a diesel alternative one here? Diesel. No. No. So just erase exhaust then. Why not? Why not? Why not? Right, purchase. Ah, okay, it's still going to come out the front. I can, however, steer now, though. That's nice. Okay, this thing's pretty sick. Oh, that door's a little bit broken, but just act like you don't see that, okay? Just act like it doesn't exist. Let's run the strip and see what this thing can do, right? Oh, we pushed the beam. My bad, my bad. Turns out I can't really load up the converter too much. Too much torque. Okay. Clean launch, clean run. We have multiple exhausts. That's possibly the problem. Look. That's the problem. It's got to be a problem. Okay, back to the drag tent. We're also getting hot, even though we've got the best radiator. Maybe that's just an excuse to put methanol in it. Methanol? Maybe? Maybe? What do you think? What do you think? Methanol? The problem with methanol is that we're going to run out of fuel really quick. I don't really want to run out of fuel really quick. Because it takes too long to fill up. It's really annoying. Right, so let's take out that. Okay, now the smoke comes from the middle of the exhaust. Let's see what's actually going on here. Ah, okay. Yeah, so that's... I think I've removed the wrong exhaust, right? Let's put... What was the one that worked? That one. Let's put that back in. Right. And then remove this exhaust. And... Nope. Okay, at least we don't have stupid things going on at the back here. This will need to do. Now we need to go buy a trailer. The manifold is technically dumping to Narnia. It feels that way. Ah, ha, ha. I have lost steering. Is it just because we're in this menu? It's sweet. Okay. Right. Fantastic. Right. Oh, the overheating issue. Yeah, we still need to work on that. Let's get a look at that. I'm noticing that most of the side lights are broken textures because the Grand Marshal one's the same. Not sure what that's all about, but don't think that's anything to do with us. That's almost certainly someone else. That's someone else's problem. What am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong buttons. That's what I'm doing. Successfully pressing the wrong buttons, though. So, yeah. Take that. Radiator. Ah ha ha ha! I was sure we bought the good radiator, but for some reason we have not got the good radiator. So we have now got the good radiator. And we good? Okay, okay. Game's very unhappy. No, it's not. It's just paused because it now does that for some bloody reason. You now have to press J to unpause the physics, like a lot now. Weird. Very strange. Don't know why it does that. But we now have all of the torque, like all of it. A good auto gearbox. We have air suspension, which will help with things and stuff and people. We now need a trailer, and we can start doing repo stuff. That'll be fun. Mess around with that. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen the changelog yet or watched anyone else's videos on the 037, but what's your favourite parts of the update? I love the minimap. That's a huge win for me. The minimap is awesome. And the Grand Marshal limo, as I said, wasn't that excited for it, but now I've actually had a shot of it, I think it's pretty sick. I had the button on my controller mapped to open these. That's no longer mapped because reasons. There's no vehicles available to buy from the trailer shop. That sucks. Big sad. Okay. Sorry, 2 seconds. Need to log into something quickly. There we go. Guess we're not doing repos just now then. So what are we doing, guys? Unless we go and build a repo truck. I own this garage, so we could build something really cool, or buy something really cool, or do something really cool, or there's cool things is what I'm saying. What if we bought ourselves a nice race car, did some laps of the track, make sure that the multiplier still works nice and proper and stuff and things? Or I can't scroll any further than that. Oh, it's because I'm currently looking for iSeries. My search is stuck on iSeries, so if I just search for nothing, I will get everything. Woo! I mean, we could do a cargo repo with that. We could, I swear I could. I want to do something interesting, something cool, something a little bit weird. Oh, dude! Or the H series? Ooh, ooh! Let's do this. I've not had one of these yet. Ooh, I don't want to take a taxi. I want a set route because we're gonna buy it. Did that work? I assume that worked. Let's just, for argument's sake, say it worked. It didn't. Roll. Tristan, I found a bug. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world because we will just, I guess, take a taxi to it. Right, we'll do that. We'll take the taxi, and we will purchase, and we will enter, and we will tow back to the commercial garage. Working as intended, I see. Well, you know, it's release day. Crap happens. It's a shame. Let's see if we can fix that door quickly, because that's going to annoy me. Right. Is it the wife strength one that we need? That looks still broke. Unless I'm selecting the wrong door. There's like a real good solid chance I'm doing that. Right door. Lightweight. No, that was broken. Wife strength. Also broken. Never mind. Yeah, I guess some of the mods for the iSeries are making it one of the more broken cars, which I regret. I regret buying now because it's going to annoy the crap out of me. We could, however, modify the trailer a little bit, make it a little bit cooler. Let's see about that. Ah, the bloody button again. Everyone's going to get caught out by these keybind changes, by the way. Everyone. Now my game's paused again. Pain in the ass. Okay, right. Customize parts. Nope, that's for the ETK. Here. Customize parts. Trailer dual axle auxiliary upfit frame. Trailer dual axle upfit frame. Auxiliary. Yeah, so we want the auxiliary because it's longer. Trailer long bed frame. Trailer upfit frame. Yeah, okay. So the dual axle, that's what we want. That's good. Auxiliary support add-on. We don't need that. Where's the upfit? The upfit rollback car hauler. That's what we want. That's good. The deck is a long steel deck for auxiliary frames. That's good. The headboard. We need to bring that down. That's silly. We do need to change that. That's a bit weird. But that's cool. We now have the rear half of a D series. With a modern light bar. Halogen light bar? Nah, we'll take the modern one. Modern one's prettier. And wait, it's got a winch. Does it have the working winch? We may need to try that because I've never tried a working winch in the game. 2 seconds. What about rear suspension? Super heavy duty, that's all good. Tow hitch. We could do silly things. Receiver hitch. Ah, see, it's all the way in there. So that's not ideal, does it? Is there a way to get a tow hitch? Trailer hitch type. Heavy duty tongue. Copper ball. Hydraulic pump. Right, on the upfit, is there a way to fit? No, there isn't. Because I was going to say we could make a like train of these and that would be really fun. Okay, well, that will do for now. And let's see how towing it works. And the suspension hasn't really sagged much, so that's pretty cool. Oh, we forgot to change the license plate to repo. So let's do that quickly. That turbo's still spilling down. That's awesome. Personalized license plate to repo. Ooh. And we'll do it on this one as well, so there's absolutely no ambiguity. Repo. Done. And done. And in. And repo. And generate mission. Burnside special lead sled. Ooh, a lead sled's going to be a pain in the ass to get on this trailer. That's fun. Okay. Let's do it. Now, where is it? That's the question. Where indeed? Oh, okay, it's up there. So, we'll go this way. Whoa, okay. We need to remember that our trailer is heavier than us, so it kind of dictates the direction of travel. We need to be very careful of that. Is it actively braked? It is. Very nice. Okay. Vehicle specific add-ons. Oh, that's for the suspension and stuff. Okay. Yeah, so there's these new buttons that allow you to kind of switch stuff on the fly. I don't have a problem with it. But mostly because it hasn't gotten in my way yet. But I'm definitely not a huge fan. I'm definitely not a massive fan of it. It's more the implementation that I've got an issue with, where it's unbound a whole bunch of people's stuff. I got off pretty lightly, but most other people have had some real issues. Winch doesn't work. Big sad. Big sad. Interesting setup you got there. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Got to experiment. Got to experience. Okay. Yeah, we definitely could have done with something with a little bit more weight to help counterbalance the crazy weight of the trailer, but that just means we get to buy something fun, doesn't it? I love the sound of the turbo on this. That's so fun. Right, these guys are going to take forever because they're just stopping. Yes, on you go, Wendover. Get out of my way. Ooh, it's bright purple. Love it. Now that's McGrory spec. That's very cool. Right, awesome. So, now we need to try and get something that low up onto this trailer, and that's going to be interesting. So we're going to want a shallow angle. We're going to want this out as far as possible. Wish we weren't in a bush. That would have been good. Okay, we have bottomed out, so now we need to just... do you know what? I'm going to park this thing. And we're going to get out and do it the old-fashioned way. Right. Till barely touch the ground. Okay. The shadows are a little bit off on that. That's weird. But we hit the ground quite a while ago. Come on. Have I broke it? I have not broke it. We're fine. Okay, right, there we go. Let's get lead slide up. Do you know what? It's not as low as I thought it was going to be fair. It is low, do not get me wrong, and the overhangs are ridiculous. But it's not as low as I expected. Got it up, no problem. There we go. Okay. So, we'll pick it up. I would love to see what's happening to the I-Series right now. Is that basically lifted off the ground? Yep. Nice. Okay, well, we'll park the lead sled here. Okay, I think that confirms that it's not an appropriate tow vehicle for something this heavy. So, guess that means we'll need to buy something that is. And there we go. Right, where are we taking it? That's the question here. Where's it to go? Okay. All the way over there. Where is there? What is that? Let's check. Okay. Yeah, it's an easy drive. No problem at all. Right. Barely an inconvenience. So what I'm going to do, though, is I want to get onto flat ground. Do you know what? We're actually better going this way for this. Do we have to raise the suspension up a bit? Maybe lower the front? I think we do. Hold on. So that's, I believe, is that lowering the front? It is indeed. Right. So we're going to lower the front just a touch. I don't want to go too crazy. Is that the wrong button? I'm pressing the wrong button. Come on, just work. pain in the ass of a system. And then the rear will... Oh, we need to raise the rear. 2 seconds, there's someone at the door. My grandparents have shown up for a visit, so I'm going to end the stream here. Love you guys. Bye.